So hello everyone, welcome back. So yesterday we arrived at this. Sorry, we arrived at ED, the elasticity price elasticity of demand is zero point 0.8. Okay. Now, why do we need this? So we have to determine. See, there are different degrees of elasticity. Okay. About different degrees of elasticity भनेको चाहिँ नि सो जस्तै अब तिमीहरूको स्कुलमा है कति 100देखि लेट्स से 80सम्म आउँदाखेरि ए डिभिजन 80देखि अलिक तल 60-70 बी डिभिजन त्यसरी छुट्याइदिन्छ नि होइन दे आर चङ्क्स छुट्याइदिन्छ नि होइन त्यसरी नै यहाँ पनि इलास्टिसिटीमा पनि छुट्याएको हुन्छ ओके डोन्ट राइट दिस है दिस आई एम जस्ट टेलिङ यु सो द्याट यु क्यान अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड इट बेटर ओके इलास्टिसिटी अफ डिमान्डमा पनि त्यस्तै हुन्छ so there are different degrees to it. Okay, so if and it starts from all the way from 0 to infinity. Okay, so if your ED value you get 0, then we call this a perfectly inelastic demand. Right? So if your ED value is, let's say, less than 1, then we say inelastic demand. If your ED value is equal to 1, then we go with unit elastic or unitary elastic. Unit elastic demand. Okay. If your ED is more than 1, then you have elastic demand. And if ED is equal to infinity, then you have perfectly elastic demand. Okay, so there are different degrees to it, and now this is more like a litmus test. Okay, so check ED हाम्रो कति छ 0.8 है 0.8 means ED is less than 1, less than 1 meaning it's an inelastic demand. Okay, now other thing is, see, look at this lah. Whenever you have a fraction, okay, if you have a fraction मा के हुन्छ फ्र्याक्सनमा हुन्छ न्युमरेटर अन्त मुनिकोलाई के भन्छ denominator. Okay, so you have a numerator and a denominator. So when your numerator is more than your denominator, when your n is more than your denominator, your quotient is going to be how much? When your numerator is greater than your denominator, it is going to the quotient is always going to be more than 1. Okay, and when your numerator is less than your denominator, then your quotient is always going to be less than 1. Okay, see, try this. 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is how much? 0.4. Right? Now, this is less than 1. See, your numerator 2 is less than 5. होइन त्यही कारणले त less than 1 आयो. 5 by 2 कति हुन्छ 2.5, more than 1. So your numerator is more than your denominator. That's why you got less than 1, more than 1. You need not get into this. This is not required. Okay, mostly this is not required. What is required is just knowing that the value is going to be less than 1 or more than 1. Okay, त्यति मात्रै चाहिन्छ. किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ because you want to find out whether the price elasticity of demand is inelastic or elastic, or unit elastic, perfectly inelastic. Okay, now what does this mean? Okay, we'll go back to our discussion with ED 0.8. Okay, so we found ED is 0.8. Now remember what I told you. The elasticity of demand is nothing but the ratio of percentage change in quantity demanded to percentage change in prices, right? This is my price elasticity of demand as per percentage method. And now your value has come out less than 1. So less than 1 meaning your numerator was smaller than your denominator. That means your percentage change in quantity demanded was less than your percentage change in prices. Okay, Tityo, this is what it means basically. Okay, again, let me repeat. See, your value of ED, जुन चाहिँ value of ED आएको छ हाम्रो 0.8 आयो. Okay, अब 0.8 अघि हामीले त्यो फ्र्याक्सनको when we are talking about this fraction, why does a fraction produce less than 1 quotient is when your numerator is less than your denominator. Okay, so यहाँ numerator के छ percentage change in quantity demanded. So जब यो percentage change in quantity demanded, sorry, when percentage change, so ED coming 0.8 or less than 1 implies that your percentage change in quantity demanded is less than your percentage change in prices. Okay, and this is inelastic demand. Okay, त्यही अब सपोज ED हाम्रो 2 आयो अरे, 2 आयो भने के हो फेरि your numerator is more than your denominator. Numerator के हो percentage change in quantity demanded to percentage change in prices. Percentage change in quantity demanded to percentage change in prices upon percentage change in prices. That means जब price भयो, let's say prices changed by 10%. Okay, 100 को price थियो 110 भयो. That means quantity demanded changed with by more than 10%. Change in quantity demanded was more than 10%. That is how you have to understand. Okay, so immediately when you say inelastic demand, you'll have to be like, okay, the percentage change in quantity demanded was less than the percentage change in prices. Or elastic demand, when your ED is more than 1, you'll have to be like, okay, percentage change in quantity demanded was more than the percentage change in prices. Okay, अब unit elastic demand is simple. Unit elastic demand भनेको चाहिँ your percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to your percentage change in prices. Okay, now perfectly inelastic demand means, so when do you get 0? When you're dividing 0 by something, that is when you get 0. Okay, so which means your there was no change in your percentage change in quantity demanded. Quantity demanded did not change to any change in prices. Okay, so percentage change in quantity demanded was 0. That's why you have 0. Perfectly elastic demand भनेको चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ जब price change हुन्छ, okay, even a small change in price triggers a huge change in quantity demanded. Okay, then you get infinity. Okay, so for this you don't write anything. Okay, we'll look into the graph and then we'll see how this works. Okay, right, so this is your different degrees. Okay, so this is your degree of elasticity.